ladies and gentlemen, to Nyfcatv. And Jason, now we are joined in studio by some really special guests today.
Oh yeah, it's super exciting to have our guests today, for them to take time out to come down and share what's important to them about the league, and we're also getting a chance to show them what we're doing in the fall, and really excited to speak with them today.
I've been telling you this all along. You know, I get out to these guys' practices, and they are, it's like a regiment, and they go through, the families are out there, everything is supportive, everything is love. Now these guys are a little bit of fish out of water. They're in our element right now, so we're going to really put the screws to them and ask them some really detailed questions. So why don't you go ahead, if you can introduce each of our guests.
All right, well, we have Brad Dunlap, president of the Scottsdale Youth Football Firebirds, and we have Byron and Coach Dominic with the AZ Suns, both powerful orgs that have been around for a while, and really grateful that they believed in us to help us kickstart this league off in this spring.
Now, I want to start with the Suns, and Coach Davis here, and Byron. Byron is the league, or I should say the organizer of the Suns organization. So he manages all of the operations for the Suns organization. So Byron, tell us a little bit about the concept with the Suns and the family involvement. What has that been like?
It's actually been great. We've been started for about 5 years now, and we've kind of grew from one team to about 5 or 6 teams. We got 2 6U teams as well, and it's a great family-oriented program. We love getting kids in, developing them, and watching them like blossom into awesome athletes and stars in the classroom as well as on the field.
Well, you guys also win a few games here and there, right?
Yeah, we try. It's kind of gotten to the point to where our focus has been more on things outside of football that we can teach the kids using football.
Let's swing over to Firebirds real quick in Brad here. Brad, tell us a little bit about the organization.
Well, the Firebirds have been around for about 15 years. We have 8 teams this fall, 8 tackle teams.
And have you seen a lot of growth in those 15 years? I mean, what did you start with as compared to where you are now in terms of the seasons that you play and whatnot?
Yeah, so there's definitely been growth. It probably started with about 4 or 5 teams. We've grown to 8 teams. We honestly have a hard time finding enough practice space for all of our teams here in Scottsdale.
Wow.
And that's something that's going to be real great, Vince, with our partnership with the Legacy Sports Complex,
Sure.
which is a private 320-acre venue. We're going to be able to offer fields to our teams and orgs, and it's just going to be a great venue that all of our organizations are going to be able to take advantage of.
So I do want to pass the mic over to Coach Davis here, because I've got some real questions for you, sir. And I have it's a joy talking to you at practice, because especially during games, because I'll look down at our sideline reporter and she ask you questions during your games, and it's like, oh my gosh, he just said that. Oh my God. Coach, you are very bold with a lot of predictions. How can you be so bold?
Like I said, these kids they've been around together since they was 5 years old, and it just pretty much be the chemistry, the coaching, on and off the field, the love that I got for the kids, the love that the kids have for me, and they got my back 100%. I have theirs 110%.
Yeah, and you're coach the 8U age group, Dom. Yeah. What I really appreciate about what the Suns are doing is they travel nationally, they compete. They're actually, coaches are allowed on the field in 8U, and they coach from the sideline, which again, it's just the development of the athletes, get them ready for high school. Tell us a little bit about how you're able to pull that off with 8-year-olds.
It started last fall, where we know we had to go to Florida nationally, and we was like, we gotta coach off the field. Can't baby out a coach on the field, and the developmental skill set, and it just been going. And once I told them, once we off the field, we're not going back on the field. So y'all got to listen. Do your job.
Yeah. Brad, question for you. So regarding speaking of coaches in your program there, tell us about the caliber of some of the coaches that you've brought in. What are their backgrounds like? Are they all dads? I mean, what has it been like?
No, we have a lot of coaches that either played college football or pro football. Wow. And we have a lot of dad coaches, and they kind of intermix together, but it's a very good combination, and we have a lot of experience. People are coming from lots of different parts of the valley as well. So.
Yeah, and, Brad, right now something that SYF does unique is Friday Night Lights. So you want to tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing for the community and how you bring athletes in who might not be a part of your organization that get the benefit from, from that opportunity to be around these coaches.
Yeah, we have a Friday Night Lights camp at Scottsdale Ranch Park, and Matt Frazier has kind of heads that up, and he's been around forever, and he just knows people all over. So we have literally people that drive in from Chandler, Gilbert, Phoenix, all over the valley to come to the camp, and that's just some of them don't end up playing for us, and they end up playing another team. But it's just nice to have that much talent all together in one place, and it's a good experience.
Well, and having that, obviously, even if some of the kids don't end up playing for you, they still the skill sets that they acquire and that other kids are able to see. If you have some kids maybe that end up going to other programs, you can kind of see and gauge where you're at as an organization based off of what else you're seeing out there and what you need to be doing. And if you're bringing in other coaches as well with with those backgrounds. I think all in all, it makes you better as an organization, and it levels the playing field across the board so that everybody is talking the talk and walking the walk and doing as close and being as uniform as possible. And that, I think, has been kind of the mantra of NYFCA, doing it the right way, just getting out there, just playing football, playing by the rules and structure, and doing it safely, right?
Yeah, and something that was really important, it's not just on the field, Vince, it's off the field, which is what I love that Coach Byron had mentioned. We're raising young men, and all of these coaches and these organizations, for them to focus not just on the field this is a home for some of these kids. It's just it's an outlet, it's safe, and as you guys have mentioned, these kids have been together since 5 years old. So just sharing those experiences for so long, I'm sure it's just impacted them, and it's great that you guys are doing that for the community. So I'm just curious, in your travels, what was like one of the most significant game moments nationally that you guys ran up against?
It would definitely have to be when we went to Gulfport, Mississippi to play against the Slidell Hurricanes. They were the number 2 team in the country at the time. They still are, and we did okay, but we lost. It's 27-0. It is what it is. They kind of kicked our butts, but it showed us the next level that kind of we have to strive for and where we want our kids to be at. And on top of that, it was an amazing experience for all the boys involved. And that's another thing that we kind of preach over here is like you're going to get the most out of the whole youth football experience. You're going to get to go travel across the country, play against kids from Texas, Florida, Virginia, Washington, all types of places.
Well, we certainly feel privileged that you guys are all a part of the NYFCA and in making us better, making us stronger overall as an organization. I think that benefits all the teams because we're sitting here laughing, joking around. Once we get on the field, it's a different story, obviously, especially with Coach Davis over here. But how do people that want to get their kids involved, how can they reach out to the Suns organization?
You can reach out to us via Facebook at AZ Suns, or we also have, each team has their own Instagram page, AZ Suns 7U, AZ Suns 8U, AZ Suns 9U, AZ Suns 10U. So if you want to bring your children out to a safe environment and give them something positive to do, we would love to have your children at the AZ Suns.
Awesome. Brad, what about you?
Our website is scottsdaleyouthfootball.com, so they can go to scottsdaleyouthfootball.com. They can look there and find, how old their kid is and connect with one of our camps or coaches, or just contact us and we'll get back to them and give them some direction if they're interested in playing football or their friends are interested in playing football.
Great.
Love it. Well, we're just grateful you guys came out today, and when we kind of progress here to after we come back from the break, I can't wait to show you guys what we have in store for fall.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Brad, Scottsdale Youth Football and the Firebirds, Byron and Dominic from AZ Suns. Thanks so much for joining us. Just a small smidge of all of the great teams and the great people, great coaches, great families that are part of NYFCA.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll be back after the break. All right, welcome back, folks. So Jason, you here at Mavericks, we have the advantage of having 50 gazillion screens all over the place. So, you put one image up. Let's talk about the image that you put up behind us.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. Before I get into it, though, gentlemen, we can't do this without you guys. We can't do it without the rest. We can't do it without the staff. We can't do it without the families. It takes the entire community to make this work. And when we say we're grateful at NYFCA for our teams, our coaches, and our families, we truly mean it. And it's why we're dedicating so many resources to constantly elevate the experience for the kids. And one of the things that we're trying to do is we're trying to change just even the excitement level and the environment as you go into season. So what we're going to introduce is our tournament series and our rookie series. So the rookie series might be for organizations that are first year, up and coming, maybe learning their kids or just pulling together to allow them to kind of develop their athletes. This is called maybe a development series. But the tournament series is where the real men come to play, like our orgs that we have here. So what we're going to introduce across all the divisions, it's going to be a 16-team tournament series. That's the cap. Again, we don't want to grow too fast. It's really important that we can execute and deliver for these teams. The hard work that these organizations and families put in, Vince. How many hours are your guys' practices a week?
Like four to 6, 2 hours each day. We might go a third day.
Yeah, so you're 10, 12 hours a week.
Yeah, plus games.
Yeah, plus games. This is a serious commitment. And there has to be a product or a platform that's predictable and reliable. So when these teams come, they can these athletes have an opportunity to showcase what their talents are and all their hard work. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 16 teams. If a division shrinks down from that, we could go 12 or 8, but the plan is to fill 16. We're going to have a desert conference and a mountain conference. Then there's going to be a north and a south division in each one. And what's great about this is that you'll play interdivision, you'll play interconference, and then you'll play out of conference. And what this allows to do is to truly get a real tournament, just like in the NFL, AFC versus the NFC. And you can win a division championship, you can win a conference championship, and now you can win the actual state championship. And we're talking to teams up north, teams down in Tucson, and all over the valley. And I'm just really, really thrilled for this, because if the teams lock in, we can get schedule out in June. It's all about getting off the fence. And it's, as you guys have committed to us, we've committed to you, we're going to continue to commit to you. So I'm really interested to learn from you guys what you think of this format, what we can do better as a league for you, and how this might deliver for you guys.
First and foremost, I like it. I like the idea of having a divisional championship. That way it kind of gives the teams another goal and, aspiration to kind of get to. I like it. I like it as it broke down. I like it.
Yeah, it's it's head to head every week.
Yeah.
And these are going to be, we want to stay out of your guys' camp, but we want to make sure the teams that are playing in the tournament series are teams that are going to show up every week with the right number of athletes, with a game plan, so it's good football, right? Our plan is to create this platform and have teams commit early. And all the teams that we're seeing up on the field, they've, even though they're not here today, they've all committed for the fall season. So as you can see in some divisions, we really just need a few more teams to step up and to really get after this thing. So we think it's going to mix it up. Brad, what do you think? You've been around for a while, so.
Yeah, I like how you have that organized as well. And this is high school rules, right, Jason?
Yes, sir.
I really like the high school rules because in some of the division or some of the leagues we play in now, with the 40-0 mercy rule, the game can end in the third quarter and you go home. We were just talking about that beforehand, and it's just awkward, that everybody dresses up, they come to the game, they want to play, and then all of a sudden we're going home in the third quarter. If they're way ahead, both coaches can put in their second string teams. The second string players get play time all the way to the end of the game. Everybody goes home, even though they lost. Everybody has a better experience because they got to play.
So what do you guys think about when Vince comes out to practice and interviews the players and the coaches? Is that something, Dom, I know you like to be on camera, so what do you think of that?
I like that a lot.
Yeah,
I think it gives
okay.
the kids an extra boost for them to want to come play in the games, game time situations where they just know that they being seen, they being heard. I like that a lot.
Well, I have to say, and I appreciate that. I enjoy the experience in and of itself because of the fact that it allows me to connect with the teams before the actual broadcast, so that if there's any nuggets of information behind the scenes, I get to see what exactly is going on. I could see, oh yeah, Coach Dom is saying this because of this going on in practice, or or Brad is making these predictions because he's got this going on, and so it gives us it makes us armed with a little bit more information. It allows us to connect with your teams and your families a little bit better.
To piggyback off what Dom was saying, the game of the week experiences are second to none. The whole audio production, interviewing the kids, giving them that experience, the exposure that the kids are getting from the games being streamed live on YouTube. My friends and family members in Las Vegas can watch the game. I can share it to our family group. Like, that's second to none. I really appreciate you doing that.
For the kids, that's an amazing experience.
You bet, man. It's really our pleasure, and it's all about putting the kids first.
Okay, so we've got the tournament series. We had a chance to see some of the teams that are going to comprise that, and more to come later. Okay, so when we come back, more to come on NYFCA TV. Don't go away. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back to NYFCA TV. So every so often we like to bring on a special guest that's a part of our crew, a part of what we do to deliver a quality product to you folks. And this week is no exception. Joining me right here on my side here is Irvin Pierre. Irvin is he's part of our production staff with putting on the events every week and the games. Irvin, how you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. So, Irvin, tell me a little bit about your background. You're from New York. Where?
Oh, I'm from Queens, New York, born and raised.
Born and raised. Okay, so what brought you out here?
Honestly, beautiful weather, opportunity, and I stumbled upon this, and this is the greatest thing I've ever been a part of.
Wow. Yeah, and so obviously you and I have interacted, but have you met Jason yet?
Oh, of course, absolutely. Who hasn't?
Oh, and you still say it's the greatest thing? Okay, wonderful. Wow, okay. All right. Anyway, I'm just kidding. But, okay, Irvin, so your background, a little bit about your background in production. Tell us about what you've done and what you're doing now.
Okay, not a problem. I started off at the YMCA of Greater New York, and it's a nonprofit organization.
Yeah.
As you guys know, they're all about the community, all about thriving for greatness within the youth
And the kids,
and the kids, bringing them together. And so basically what I used to do there was, promote and fundraise any way we could just to better education, better a kid's future, allow them to be in athletics, things like basketball, football, baseball, and things of that nature. And when I came to Arizona and I got on board with this, with Jason, it's just been a tremendous opportunity, because what you guys do for the families here, for the community, for Arizona, it's just breathtaking. The opportunity that these 6-year-olds are really playing on a high school field, you take it for granted what this really does for the community.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining the NYFCA family. Irvin Pierre, and from Queens, New York, and now in Arizona. And when we come back, folks, so we are going to do a couple of things. When we come back from the break, so stick around, we are going to be joined by, last week had a chance to spend some time at a couple of the team's practices. Scottsdale Firebirds head football coach Brad Page will be up with his team first, then went out and checked out the Argonauts, the Argos, with head coach Nick Offenberger and some of his kids. And then after that, we'll have our game of the week. At halftime of the game of the week, we will be joined by Mark Salzman, who did the coin flip this week. And then we are going to have our famed highlight segment, which we call It's Showtime. Hey, that's not bad, Irvin. All right, and then we'll wrap up the show in a nice little bow, and we'll be back with Jason. Jason might talk about his shoes, or he might not. We'll see. But stick around, folks. We'll be right back after the break. Hey guys, okay, so I am with Coach Brad Page, head coach of the Scottsdale Firebirds. Coach, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Coach, it's game week. It's an exciting time. It's the biggest game of the year for Nyfcatv. You guys have the Argos. How's practice been going?
Well, it's up and down, as you can imagine, with kids these age, but trying to get them focused and understand the significance of it. I mean, it is just a game, but the rivalry that we have with this new team we're playing is huge, so we're good. I mean, we're trying to prepare for the game as best we can. So,
Coach, how many of these kids, do a lot of these kids know each other on both teams? I mean, is it close enough to where they have that relationship? And what's it like this time of the year?
yeah, I mean, we have kids who've played in the other program, and so there's a huge rivalry there, and there's friends, and they know each other, and there's, I'm sure, a lot of trash talk and things unseen that we don't even see. And so, I mean, it's only spring right now, but you can see when in the fall when Chaparral plays Saguaro, it's a huge rivalry, and obviously both great programs. But right now, it's kind of a taste of that. We feel like it's a little bit of fall in the air, and able to kind of relive some of that rivalry and get prepared for the actual football season.
Let's talk about the vibe from the families, because I'm looking around practice here, and I wish we could pan around. We see a lot of families kind of hanging out on the perimeter here of this practice field. What type of energy do you guys get from them?
Well, we get a lot of support here. I mean, the families are the best, and the program and the people that they do, the behind the scenes, it's so important for just to make things work in our program. And so we have a lot of support with that, and grateful that they come out and do it. And there's just a lot of energy and a lot of excitement behind Chaparral and Firebird football right now.
Awesome. Coach Page, Brad Page, Scottsdale Firebirds, good luck this week. Looking forward to talking to you. We're going to be chewing on your ear a lot to get a lot of your take on what's going on throughout the game. So thanks so much for your time and good luck.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Wes, first of all, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, sir. How about you?
Man, I am awesome. I'm out here. It's a beautiful night for football. It's springtime. It doesn't get any better than this. First of all, give me a list of the positions that you play.
I play outside linebacker, middle linebacker, punter, running back, and wherever they need me, they'll put me.
Wes Burke, ladies and gentlemen. Wes, thank you so much, and good luck this week.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man. I am joined by the most important, he won't admit to it, but the most important player on this team, Dylan Raridan. Dylan, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. So, Dylan, among a bunch of other positions, which you said you're running back, you play safety, you play, you're a defensive back, you get in on other positions on the offense, you're also the backup quarterback, which makes you the most important position on this team because you got to be ready at a moment's notice. Have you had to jump in at a moment's notice this season?
Yeah, the starting quarterback, he got tackled, landed on his leg weird or something. I had to hop in there.
And Cole, just like that, you had to go in and make plays.
Yeah, just right off the defense side of the ball. I just went in there, got a few handoffs in, and then he was back in ready to play.
Okay, all right. So you were able to kind of keep it together, keep your team's confidence, keep their focus, and then turn the Cadillac back over to the other guy.
Yes, sir.
All right. What's your favorite position?
Quarterback, I've been working on it for a whole bunch of years now. I'm kind of fighting for the spot.
Okay.
But I'm going to try my best to do that as the season goes on. But defense is pretty fun. I like that too. I like getting in on tackles. Okay. And running back gets in on that too. I like hitting.
Dylan Raridan. Dylan, it was a pleasure chatting with you. Good luck this week, man.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
All right. He's joined by another great Firebirds player, Bryce Hergis. Bryce, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right, man. I like that jersey number 7. It reminds me of John Elway. What position you play, Bryce?
Quarterback.
You are the quarterback. Wow, you're the quarterback. Okay, so I got to ask you a bunch of questions, and then off camera, you're going to give me a bunch of information. But first of all, tell me what your favorite route is to throw.
Well, probably like everyone thinks, a go route is probably the most fun to
The
throw.
go, okay.
Yeah.
What is your highest percentage pass? The one that everybody catches no matter what? Is it a slant, hitch, something short route? What do you got?
I'd say hitch for sure.
Okay.
Slant's sometimes hard because of how the linebacker can drop into it, and out route's hard route to throw. So the shortest, easiest route to throw is a hitch.
How much faith do you have in your offensive line?
I gotta trust him with my life. Our whole offense is based off of getting the ball out quick, and they've been blocking for me, and I put a lot of trust in them.
Are you in situations where you got to tuck that ball and run a lot of times, or do you have enough time to throw?
Most of the times I have enough time to throw, but when I need to, I can tuck the ball, get outside the pocket, make a play with a throw or run if I need to.
What kind of passing are we going to see this week? I'm just kidding. Don't answer that question. All right. Bryce Hergis, it was a pleasure meeting you, quarterback for the Scottsdale Firebirds team. Looking forward to calling your name out a lot. Is that the game jersey that you wear as well?
Yes, sir.
It's going to be a lot of fun, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. We're joined by Coach John Springfield of the Scottsdale Firebirds. Coach, how you doing, sir?
Doing great, thanks.
Coach, I see, we were talking off camera a minute ago, and my head is just spinning right now because you just got done telling me that you're not coaching as much yet. You're wearing a whistle and you're carrying a clipboard because you want to be part of overseeing kind of the organizational, getting the kids ready for the freshman experience, but you're coaching.
You know what? Once you start coaching and you get a love for the kids and you watch them grow and develop, you can't escape. As much as we sometimes try, these are great kids, and our whole purpose for being out here is to get them ready for what's next for them. Give them an idea of what to expect when they go beyond this level, because it's a big step to go. Earlier we've got flag football players out here. It's a big step to go from flag to tackle. It's an even bigger step to go from junior tackle to high school tackle. So our goal and my goal is to get the boys ready.
So I think about when I was in 8th grade and transitioning to the high school level, and I went from a middle school that was kind of a big middle school, but then I went to a high school that was 4 times as big. It was a lot of anxiety up here. How do you help to prepare the kids? Because you talked about working with the high school and getting them ready. What types of things do you do off the field?
Well, football is a fantastic game, as you know. And it's not all physical. It's a lot mental. And we spend a lot of time working with the boys to make sure that they are mentally tough enough to play at the next level.
Coach John Springfield, Scottsdale Firebirds. Coach, thanks so much. Thanks for taking care of our kids, and good luck this week.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Take care, buddy.
All right. Thanks, guys. So I'm joined by utility man for this Argonauts team, Owen Pimbert. He wears jersey number 5. He plays running back, receiver. He plays linebacker as well. Owen, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm all right, man. Looks like you had a good workout out here tonight. How are you feeling this week? You got the game in a couple days, big game.
Oh, I'm feeling great. It's the first time we played them, so show them what we got.
So joined by tight end linebacker Jack Elrod. Jack, okay, first of all, I want to ask you, who's been like your biggest inspiration to what you're doing today? Do you have an older brother? Do you have an NFL star that you've kind of drawn on? Who has it been?
Definitely my older brother. He went to Notre Dame, and he was a linebacker, and I've always wanted to follow him.
How supportive are you of this team, and how supportive are they of you?
I mean, we're all just one big family, so everyone's supportive here.
Okay, that's great to hear. So good luck this week, rivalry game. Looking forward to calling your name out a few times.
Thank you.
All right, Jack Elrod. I am here with the guy that runs the ball for this Argonauts team, Martin Rennie. Martin, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Now I'm talking to the man that makes it happen for this team. So how excited are you to be surrounded by a group of guys that you can count on, that count on you week in and week out?
It's definitely great. It's definitely very exciting. We all got each other's back. We're all going to help each other out and get to win some games.
Now, I'm assuming that all you guys are going to stay together and you're planning on being here next year. Is that the plan?
Yeah, I'm going to stay here.
Okay, good. They might even be naming this field after you someday. So how's that feel?
That'd be great.
It would be great. It'd be great if somebody even gave me a free hot dog once in a while. So anyway, Martin, it was great meeting you. Looking forward to watching you run the ball. You run with a lot of grace and style. Saw you break some big runs open tonight in practice. So good luck in a couple days. Big rivalry game with the Firebirds. Mm-hmm. All right, man.
Thank you.
Hey. So this is not a high school guy I'm talking to. This is Garrett Martin. He's a defensive end. He plays offensive line for this Argos team. Called his name out a lot the last time we covered these guys. Garrett, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. So how's the season been shaking out for you since week 1?
It's been great. A lot of great plays. We have great team chemistry. It's just been an overall great experience.
Are you just excited to be playing spring football?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Everybody's got a smile on their face out here, and it's been an exciting time. It's been a fun time, and when you play on a successful team in a successful program, from the parents to the coaches on down, it's a lot of fun. So, Garrett, what is your biggest, or who is your biggest inspiration?
Had to be my grandpa.
Really? Okay. What is it about your grandpa?
He went and played Penn State, and he was always there for me, teaching me how to play the game and everything. I just fell in love with it thanks to him.
So does your grandfather live here in town?
He actually passed away a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, all right. So I'm sure your grandpa's looking down on you and very proud of you, as well as the rest of your family. Garrett, congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you in a couple days.
Thank you, sir.
So I am joined by one of the coaches of this Argos team, Ruben Pimbert. Coach Pimbert, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. So, Coach, I saw you calling the offense on the with the younger guys out here. Just tell me a little bit about the flow of this team and how everything just looks so fluid and beautifully run.
Yeah, so it's great when the O-line comes out and starts and we play together as one big unit. That really helps us. And with the quarterback that we have in the back, commanding the offense, that really gets the flow going as well.
Well, I'm going to ask this question to Coach Offenberger when we talk to him in a little while, but I want to know, why is everybody out here smiling all the time?
Because it's fun. It's football. It's what everybody loves to do. We try and make it a fun environment, a fun experience, and we just like to fly around as coaches, and we like to have fun with the kids. So it's all fun, and the football is fun. We want to keep it that way.
You can't beat that, and I'm sure the parents have been supportive. I mean, there's a few that are still out here, kind of watching things. So what's it like with the overall organization?
Lots of support. It's an organization that I once played in when I was playing youth football, so it's a family-built organization. It's all about the community. It's all about the players, and the coaches are just here to get the kids better.
Well stated. Coach Ruben Pimbert. Coach, thanks so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Right. Hey, guys. All right. So, in case you didn't recognize the backdrop, I'm at Saguaro High School in Scottsdale, home of the SaberCats, but also home of the Scottsdale Argonauts. And I am here with Argonauts quarterback Kanan Manna. Kanan, how are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right, man. I feel pretty good because I'm looking at you like eye to eye. You're not like way up here as a quarterback, so that's pretty cool. So, all right. So, I saw you slinging the ball around the field. How excited are you about, first of all, playing spring football?
It's just a blessing to be out here. It's exciting to get out here with my guys, play football. I mean, it's just a blessing to be on the field, doing what I can do out here with all of my buddies and teammates.
How long have you been playing with these guys? Like a core group of you, how long have you known these guys?
I've been in this program since I was 10 years old.
Wow. And you're what, like 23 now?
14.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, so favorite passing route? Because I saw you throwing it all over the field. Do you have one favorite route that's like your go-to?
I think I'm going to have to say my favorite is a post. I just like letting it go over the middle, seeing the ball travel,
Okay, and one of these guys over here, are they the recipient of those passes more so than any other? Or?
No, sir.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, well, we'll get to them in a minute. So, so obviously you've been playing in the program for a few years now. What does this rivalry mean to you?
I mean, it's just something you go out there and you play against them like it's just the game of the week, like you guys call it,
Sure.
Go out there, you do the best you can, every play, give it all you got, and whoever comes out on top comes out on top.
Awesome. All right, quarterback Kanan Manna, it was nice meeting you. Look forward to calling your name and saying it correctly this week for once. Good luck to you, man, all right?
Thank you.
All right. Joined by head football coach of this Argonauts team, Coach Nick Offenberger. Coach, I got to ask you right off the bat, how excited are you, first of all, to be playing spring football?
Hey, I'm fired up, man. This is we do this year round, but this spring season, especially with my 8th grade group, this is kind of like our last tune-up. This group, I've been blessed because I've had them since 5th, 6th grade. So, I mean, it's fun, Vince. We already have our whole high school install put in. I mean, we're way ahead of schedule, and love being around these kids and these coaches, man. So
Coach, that's crazy. I mean, you got everything in, everybody's smiling. I was telling Coach Pimbert a minute ago, why is everybody out here smiling? Football practice it stunk. We dreaded football practice, and now everybody's out here having a good time, enjoying it, and it's all. I think it's the organization, it's the coaches, and obviously the kids feed off of that. But what is it that makes it fun?
I mean, we genuinely love each other. I know a lot of people say family, and it's cliche in football, but we preach it and we live it, right? I coach with some of my best friends. Like I said, we've had these kids for a long time. Kids come to our program and they stay, right? So we're blessed from that aspect, and we hold them to a standard. We coach them hard, but we love them hard as well, too. So we want to create that great culture, and we want kids to want to be here, right? We don't want it to seem like a chore to come to practice, and not every day is going to be a great day, but we want to love you up while you're here and make sure you know that we're appreciative of you coming, and we want you to come back and have fun while you're here.
So parents watching this that maybe have some kids, they've been kind of kicking the tires on maybe getting involved with this organization. What is it that set the Argonauts apart from other youth football organizations?
Yeah, Vince, there's tons of great organizations out here and tons of great people doing it for the right reason. I think where we kind of separate ourselves is from all our upper levels, none of our head coaches are dads. We're football coaches, and we have some great dads in our program that coach at a high level. And no disrespect to anybody that does, but that's where we're different, man. We're out here for the kids. We're football coaches at high levels, and we're here to grow the game.
So let's get into a little bit of X's and O's. So strengths of your team, offensively, defensively. What can we expect to see?
Yeah, we're a real balanced offense, man. We like to spread the ball around. We like to get the ball in our athletes' hands. So we got a great quarterback that out there that likes to wing it. We got several backs that can do some cool things with the ball in their hands. So we take what the defense gives us, Vince, and we're not trying to reinvent the wheel or anything. We're just trying to be good at what we're good at.
Coach, we're so excited about this week's game, rivalry game. I know that it's a marathon. You've been playing the whole season, but at the same time, you get up for games like this, and we look forward to watching you just as much as you guys look forward to playing it. Good luck this week, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Hats off to you and Jason. You guys are doing a great job, man. We appreciate
Hey, don't say that about Jason. Thanks,
Gotta
Coach.
show some love.
All right, we'll be back.
It is heads. You guys have won the toss. You want to kick, receive, defer, or defend the goal? You want the ball?
Returning for the Firebirds. Looks like number 80. Trying to get a jersey number here. 81 on the number 80 on the return. 81 on the return. Fragel returns it up, and it's tackled right at about the 20. It'll be 1st and 10 Firebirds on their own 20-yard line to start the game. Shotgun formation. Hergis right away, quick pass off to 50. Wesley Burke, 2nd and 8. Hergis, another quick dump off pass, and in the interim finds 88 on the reception, Luke Martin, and is brought down right away by 33. That is Martin Rennie, the running back for this Argos team. 3-by-1 set, pistol formation, 3rd down. Hergis signals the offense, looking to pass, and does, finds another quick hitch route, and stopped promptly. Brought down is 88 Luke Martin once again, and the Argonauts just playing incredible defense. And punting is Owen Pimbert. Deep to receive, you've got 2 return men, where normally on a punt return you've got a single. And Pimbert gets a nice little punt off. Ball is juggled, picked up by 10. And on the return, Brick Schultz. 2 receivers out wide with a wing. Quick give to Rennie. Rennie finds a lane, left side, and is brought down after a gain of about 2. And on the tackle is 81 Fragel. Manna, split backs, receivers out wide. Manna, the give once again to Rennie. Rennie finds another lane along right. Down the sideline goes Rennie. And he's going, running, stumbling into the end zone for an Argos touchdown. Snap is up and good. And the kick is up and good. And the Argos lead the Firebirds 8-0 to start this game. Is 84 Dawson Dorward. Dawson on the return, brings it upfield, looking for a lane around left side, and is brought down right at about the 21. Flag goes down on the play. Sammy, we'll see what that call is. Hergis, pistol formation, 2-by-1 set. Starting his call, receiver in motion, and we've got a penalty. I think we had movement there on the offense. Hergis, his feet are touching the goal line, sprints out to his right, searching, dumps it off, and nearly picked off. Defending on the play, number 3, that was Reese Rinaldi.
We'll see the Firebirds, 3 receivers to the near sideline. Tailback will motion out to the left. They'll throw it to him. Pass is a bit high, and it'll fall incomplete.
4 receivers out wide with a wing, so basically an empty backfield. Snap in Hergis' hands, looks downfield, trying to isolate a receiver on that defender. Can't quite get the pass completed. Burke into punt for the Firebirds. Deep in his own end zone.
Kicks it up, and he is tackled on the punt. No flag on the play. On the return, 13 for the Argos, and that was Freddie Parsons. Sammy, I would say this is definitely a short field. Ball is on the 20-yard line of the Firebirds. Mana, split backs. The give, flag on the play, give to Pimbert. We'll find out what that penalty is.
High snap for Mana. He handles it, though, and gets it out quick to the tight end, and he stiff arms his way down to about the 8-yard line for the Argonauts.
Mana. The give around right corner. That's Grant Williams trying to find the lane. Does, and he's in for another Argos touchdown. Extra point is up and in.
Kicking by Bo Hampton. He's been doing an excellent job thus far. And another excellent kick. That'll be fielded at about the 12. And that is Wes Burke. He has a lane as he lowers those pads and gets to about the 34-yard line. Tailback will motion to the side now. Motions out wide right. Swing pass to him. And a nice tackle out in space by number 24. Looks like that is Mason Whitaker. 5 wide. A pump. Pocket collapses as he rolls right. He throws. And receiver number 86. Excuse me, that is number 36. That is actually Crew Johnson.
Burgess on third down. Gets the snap, looks to pass, sets his feet, and the pass is caught. Completed to number 84, Dawson Dorward. Much needed there. Should move the sticks and give the Firebirds a 1st and 10. 3-by-1 set. Single back in the backfield. Burgess sends his back in motion, dumps it off, and the reverse pass. Dangerous, and it's incomplete. Burgess in the backfield. Receiver in motion. Burgess sprints out to his right, waiting for the receiver to open up on the out route. Can't quite find him. And on the sideline is number 14, Carson Kautz. Burgess in the backfield. Once again, 2-by-1 set. Burgess sets his feet. And on the blitz, out of nowhere, the safety blitz, number 24, Mason Whitaker, comes in and makes a great play on Burgess.
He came screaming in off that edge.
On 4th down, Burke gets the ball off. Good high booming kick. And ball is juggled a little bit on the return.
We got 2 flags on this play.
Rick Schultz. And as you said, Sammy, some flags down. We'll find out what the calls are. All right, here we go. So they'll do it again. New return man in for the Argos. That's number 6, Tyvell Calloway. With Grant Williams back deep to receive. Burke. High snap. Burke gets it off. Barely, and we'll have a flag on that. Williams on the return, finds a little lane, squirts through in the middle, keeps running, and is brought down. That'll all be for naught, as it'll be an automatic 1st down for running into the kicker, charged against the Argos.
Left in the first quarter, 4:30.
With a dislocated pinky that they were able to pop over back into place as it was been left, but it is so swollen that they aren't able to get it back down. So he is currently icing it, trying to numb it, and he will be headed to the doctor or hospital at the end of the game, but will not play.
Okay. His cadence. Goes through it. Sprints out. Sets back and picked off. Intercepted by number 5, Owen Pimbert. Wow, what a play.
He was reading that the whole way. It was just a quick play action in the backfield for the Firebirds.
Manna, the give to Williams. Williams around right end, tries to find a lane. Stop, starts once again, and gets through for a couple of yards on the gain. The stop that time by number 12 for the Firebirds. That's Luke Retke. Manna, split backs, receivers wide. Manna gives off, and in the backfield, stuffed. Firebirds make a play. Much needed there. And the carry was by 27, Arion Thomas.
And Wesley Burke was the first offender there for the Firebirds, but still he had about 2 or 3 other teammates who got there with him right at about the same time.
3rd and long now for the Argos. And Argos coach Nick Offenberger having to make a decision here. Your 3rd and 10. Receivers out wide. Manna, single back in the backfield. Sprints out to his left, throws back to his right, finds an open receiver, and overthrown on the play is Jack Elrod.
And we'll see the Firebirds actually back off. They've been pressing at the line.
Manna back to pass. Searching, sets his feet. Open is Pimbert across the middle on the crossing route. Finally brought down on about the 11-yard line by 18, Timothy Hetty. Argos. The give to Grant Williams around right corner. Williams. And brought down about a 5-yard gain, call it. Manna to Rennie. Rennie finds a lane, and he's in for the Argos touchdown.
And the first touchdown and that one as well. Both those ran off the right side, right off of right tackle Logan Powell.
Hampton's kick is up and in. And Hampton to kick off for the Argos. Nice kick to the corner there. And on the return, stopped. Great play made by that kickoff coverage unit of the Argos. Herges sets his feet, throws, quick hitch route. And along the sideline, Rennie forces the receiver out of bounds.
Was able to pick up the first down for the Firebirds, just the second one today other than the penalty.
Herges, another hitch route to the other side, finds his receiver, 84, who breaks open, finally brought down. Dawson Dorward on the play.
Starting to pick up some momentum here for the Firebirds. 2 big gains to start the drive.
1st and 10 Firebirds, move the sticks. And Herges, 2-by-2 set. Firebirds starting to get a little more comfortable with their short passing game. Finds another receiver open along the sideline and looks to be Dorward once again on the reception. 1 set. Burke in motion. And across the middle, oh boy, overthrew his receiver on the play, Sammy, and that was 88 Luke Martin. Thanks, Sammy. Reminding me my headset isn't on properly. Okay, starting the second quarter. Herges, pistol formation. Receiver split out wide. Herges with the snap, sets his feet, throws the out route, and overthrows his receiver on the play, Crew Johnson. 3-by-1. Herges looks to the inside receiver. Ball is just short of the second receiver, which is Dorward, and the turnover on downs. Quarterback Kanan Manna, split backs, and somebody called a timeout.
Timeout.
And it was Firebirds coach
Red.
Brad Page. Defense wants to talk about it. 1st and 10. Manna gets the ball, sets his feet, throws over the top, single receiver on the corner. Looked like he completed it, but he was out of bounds. And on the reception was 26, Zeus Theus. All right, 2nd and 10. Mana with the football. Comes back, and the give finds 27, who's
Thomas.
running, stumbling along the sideline, finally brought down on the corner. Arian Thomas, tackled by 88, Luke Martin. So the Argos are doing it on the ground, in the air, and the Firebirds are not answering back just yet. Thomas on the carry, powers forward for a few more before being dragged down by a couple of Firebirds. On the play, 99, Jackson McGinn, and 18, Timothy Hetty. Mana, split backs in the backfield. Receivers out wide.
Lots of players in the box here for the Firebirds.
Mana, quick pass, and the receiver wasn't ready for it on the slant route. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Mana. 2-by-1 receiver set. Scrambles. Searching.
Got a good block there by
Looks
83.
in the corner and just overthrows an adjustment by Arian Thomas in the corner of the end zone. That would have been the play to make all plays there, because I think Mana was just scrambling around. He was looking to throw to his right here, scrambles to his left, connects eyes with Thomas, who's basically all alone in the corner of the end zone, and just slightly overthrew him on the right hash. So add more insult to injury, a little bit more difficult of a kick from the hash. It's not dead center. The 38-yard attempt is up, and it's a line drive and short.
It looked like there might have been some trouble with the snap and the hold.
Firebirds will have it 1st and 10, going back the other way. Starting the cadence. Sets his feet back, throws to the corner, and is pushed. No flag on the play. Freddie Parsons and 24, Chris Parsons. Two backs, single back in the backfield. Two receivers split out left, one out right. Safety blitz comes crashing, and sacked for a big loss is Hergis. 13, Freddie Parsons, deep to receive. Burke's kick, short. Williams picks it up along the right side, flag down. Rennie, the lead blocker. Williams swings back the other way, finds a lane, and he's in for the Argonauts touchdown. We'll see what the call is on the play.
I think that one's coming back.
Great job, Sammy, of recognizing that line. And on the carry along the left side is Tyvell Calloway.
When they need to get in the trenches, they will hand it off to Rainey.
Mana gives off inside, and that's Calloway on the carry. Gets his offense set. Receivers out wide. Mana, the give once again to Calloway, who reverses course and is stopped on the play by 27. That's Cephas Page. Argos. Receivers out wide with a wing, and that's Pimbert. Mana sprints out to his left, completes the pass to Calloway. Excuse me. That was not Calloway. That was Owen Pimbert for the Argos touchdown.
And special teams for that matter.
Every phase of the game, and that kick just makes it over the crossbar. And the Argos now lead 34-0. Hampton's kick is up. Nice little line drive. Rolls into the end zone for the touchback. And the Firebirds will have it 1st and 10 on the 20. 5 receiver set. Hergis sprints out to his right, flooding the zone, and finds his inside receiver on the curl route, and that's 88 on the reception, Luke Martin. Hergis working from his right hash now. Sets his feet quickly, quick route, and on the hitch. Another completion is Darward. And that's Coach John Springfield on the sideline there, really trying to get the crowd on their feet and going. And Springfield, a great guy. Had a chance to chat with him the other night. And on the quick out, pass is incomplete. Will be 2nd and 10. So as I said, had a chance to chat with Coach John Springfield. You know, his mission, he feels his mission here is to prepare these young people, and not just to play football, but also prepare them for the next phase of their lives, and that's high school. High school can be an intimidating experience, and when you've got someone that's looking out for you, a good advisor, a guide, a mentor, and someone like John Springfield, then great things happen. And on the sideline, still on his feet, is Darward.
And he showed off some speed down the sideline. Got out of one tackle. And now the Firebirds will look to go quick here.
Getting his offense moving now, making some good plays back-to-back, and his receiver is really responding. And another quick hitch route, that quick passing game really getting going for him. Crew Johnson, and losing the football, we'll find out where the official calls it, who's got it.
We'll see how they rule it. It looked like he was on top of an Argonaut defender, and he got it back.
Johnson able to maintain possession. And the penalty marker down. Some words exchanged down on the field, some recipes exchanged, and we'll find out exactly what it was. And Hergis getting his offense going. And I don't think, well, in fact, I know for a fact that Dylan Rardon was not expecting that pass. It hit him in the back of the head. Hergis back to pass, scrambles to his left, looks to run now, tucks it away, and is tackled, brought down by 20 on the play. That's Jack Elrod. Hergis sprints out and is brought down after a bobbled snap and the penalty marker down, but he's tackled for a loss in the backfield by Brady Cochran. Ball is on the Firebird, the Argos 9-yard line. Hergis gets the snap. Ball rolls around on the ground and finally recovered by the back, Rardon. And Hergis on 4th down throws it up, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by 24.
I think that one
Parsons.
Yeah, Christopher Parsons caused some disruption to this Argonauts offense that has just been unstoppable today.
And the give to Pimbert. Stopped right away at the line of scrimmage. Firebirds coach Brad Page.
And it looked like the tight end that time, number 20, Jack Elrod, might have missed his block.
It's 3rd down now, and Mana, who's in the end zone, keeps it, tucks it away, scrambles, and the flag is down. So 3rd down, and Mana, receivers out wide, Rennie in the backfield, looks to pass, finds a receiver, and that's Parsons on the reception. Welcome back. And on the punt, punt is down on a substitution. Hergis starts his cadence. And we had someone jump. 2 receivers out to the right. And we had a lineman jump, and that'll move back 5 yards now. Hergis sprints out to his right, comes back to his left, finally finds a receiver in the middle, and it's nearly caught. Nearly. just out of the outstretched hand. We're here at halftime. So we're joined, very special guest here, Mark Salzman, who's with Scottsdale Youth Football, who's one of the, I want to call you a founding father of youth football. Is that fair? Would you consider yourself a...
Of Scottsdale, yes.
Of Scottsdale Youth Football.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Scottsdale Youth Football. So as we were talking off camera, you said that you've the organization has been around about 10, 12 years.
Yes.
Okay, and the whole purpose, the charter, and in its being.
The purpose of Scottsdale Youth Football was to create a more competitive league and organization that was not just about the X's and O's, but more importantly about teaching young men to be men. Football is just a part of our culture, part of what their youth is about, but it's more important than that. It's academics, it's accountability, it's responsibility, it's following direction, it's about teamwork, it's about perseverance, it's about the adversity that we face on and off the field. And the life skills we help to instill in them when they're learning football helps to transcend through the rest of their lives. So we're really excited about that.
So as a dad, and obviously, and as bringing kids up through the program, what have you, what have you seen personal experiences in kids being mentored and getting this extra layer of preparation for the next step of their lives with high school?
From an athletic perspective,
After
it's interesting because we do things a little bit different than the other organizations. I mean, we are going to make sure they're conditioned. The biggest thing is the handoff from the parents to us. We instill in the parents that we want the community to be involved. We don't want them to drop off and go, although sometimes that does happen.
Yeah.
The helicopter parents are the most difficult ones to deal with because I can't tell you how many times I've heard somebody tell me when the kids are 6, 7 years old that my kid's going to be Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah.
So it's
my folks used to say that about me, but then I didn't grow enough. I was about 6 inches too short, unfortunately. But yeah. So no, but I'm just kidding.
So
I'm kidding.
it's
anyway.
a community.
Yeah.
It's teaching the parents how to be a supportive parent and for the child how to be a responsible young man.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Okay. And in terms of the league itself and overall, how many teams are in the league?
In the league or Scottsdale Youth Football?
Scottsdale Youth Football.
We have 8 teams.
8. Okay.
Right now.
Okay. And playing both spring and fall.
Primarily fall.
Okay.
Again, there needs to be balance. Like life, there needs to be balance. We do have a few teams that do go year-round.
Okay.
Which is great for them. I don't.
Yeah.
I've had 4 kids in the program, so it's I need my time off.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because if you're gonna, we talk about parenting. We talk about what is considered, competent or good parenting. Parents got to be involved. They have to be. I mean, that's 100%. The whole idea, and you can't just drop your kid off. And if you're committing a child to this type of a commitment, you have to have some stake in it as well, some skin in the game, so to speak. So, so I definitely get it. You need time as a family to grow and develop, and so by not going year-round, and that's a whole other issue. Year-round sports is a burnout, and at what point do you see what age should parents get their kids involved?
It's going to be a family decision, but a lot of the parents that I speak with are thinking 7th, 8th grade is appropriate. Me personally, all of my children, I have 4 boys. All of my boys started playing when they were 8.
Oh boy!
And one of my children had played actually about 15 seasons before he made it to high school. Before high school.
Oh wow!
That was overkill. So one season per year, starting at 8 years old, for me and my family, it worked.
Awesome.
It worked.
Well, Mark Salzman, Scottsdale Youth Football, thank you so much for the opportunity to visit with you. It's a real pleasure, and I appreciate you joining us and kind of rolling with things while we continue to work through this game today, and hopefully we're delivering a quality product and most importantly of what's on the field, and the kids are enjoying themselves too.
Well, I will say the experience that I'm seeing, not having seen something before, is just amazing. If you've not been to one of these games, you should come and watch what you guys do. Look at what goes on behind the scenes. Look at how the organization goes and giving the kids an experience unlike most of them will ever see.
Yeah.
So kudos to you guys for doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Mark Salzman. Okay, folks, we are going to be right back. When we come back, we'll have Olivia joined on the sidelines by Scottsdale Firebirds head football coach Brad Page here during halftime. Stick around, folks. We'll be back after the break.
Hello, Coach. First off, you're down, but what was the message to your team at the half?
This team that we're playing, the Argos, they've been together for a long time. Our guys have been together running this scheme, and so there's a difference of familiarity. They know what they're doing very well. What I'm saying is we need to buy into what we do well. When we go fast and we go with tempo, we can catch them off guard. We don't make mistakes and cut down the stupid stuff. We can play with them. And so the message is buy in for these next 2 quarters, and let's win this second half. Regardless of the outcome, we got to win this second half.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, there's the message. Win the second half. We're 0-0. Here we go. Short to kick off. Deep to receive. Landing in the hands of number 6. And that's Callaway. Callaway finds a seam up the middle, comes up the middle, and continues to run. He's off to the races, folks. Callaway is gone for the Argos. Touchdown. Hampton on to kick the extra point for the Argos. Kick is up and in. Hampton to kick off for the Argos.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, did you hear him say it was a running clock?
I think so. I believe so.
And on the return is Dorward.
And Wesley Burke, number 50, directly behind Hergis. 2 receivers split out to the far sideline. Hergis will take the snap. He looks left but throws right. Completes it to number 84, Dawson Dorward, and he is wrapped up and pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 5. Is there with the cushion that the Argonauts are giving them. Hergis will take the snap and he hands it off to Wesley Burke, who is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Hergis throws left. Looked like there was some early contact, no call. And a great play made out in space that time. Looks like it is 24, Christopher Parsons. Burke motions now from left to right. Hergis throws another hitch route, and that is caught. Number 14, that is Carson Couts. And that will move the chains for the Firebirds, and they will try to go quick. We heard head coach say at halftime that they need to buy in and play at their pace. As the pocket collapses on Hergis, and number 50 for the Argonauts, Garrett Martin, will get home, and a big loss on first down, a loss of about 7
in coming seasons in high school. So Hergis back to pass. Quick pass is caught by Dorward. However, he is met at the line of scrimmage by 24, Parsons. Hergis, 2-by-2 set, back to pass. Quick pass on the slant route, and Dorward wasn't quite expecting it. And fortunately, the Argonaut defender wasn't expecting it either, so incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down.
On second, and now that incompletion on 3rd. Just such good play by this Argonauts defense, and the punt is now fielded. That time it's number 13, Freddie Parsons back there, and he's working down that right sideline. Gets a block from Grant Williams.
Oh boy.
He's still running, and he will be wrapped up and brought down at about the 31. That was a great return.
Definitely a great return, and a touchdown-saving tackle made by number 50, Wesley Burke. Wow. And receivers really working as much of the sideline as they can. And you got the defenders for the Firebirds playing inside the corners. Ball is handed off to Pimber. Pimber finds a lane along the left edge. Keeps running, finally dragged down from behind. Penalty markers down. And 88 on the play for the Firebirds, Luke Martin. Tight end. And the give off to Williams. Williams trying to find a seam along the right, cuts to his left, and is stopped in the backfield by number 12 of the Firebirds, Luke Retke. Mana, split backs. Surveys the field, starts his cadence, gets the ball, sets his feet, throws up deep. The go route over the top, and nearly caught. Missed opportunities on offense. Mana once again over the top on the post, and completes it that time to 24, Mason Whitaker. Ball is at about the 34. Mana. And the give to Williams. Williams, power right up the field and dragged down from behind by number 27. That was Page. Williams on the carry along the right side. Finally tackled. Brought down right at the 20. That is going to be really close to a first down.
Looks like that's Williams up the middle. He'll pick up a couple.
Manna, the gift to Pembert. Pembert finds a lane right up the middle and scores a touchdown.
He may have gone untouched that time. Everyone getting some love today.
Hampton's kick is up and in. And but Coach Barry used it as a teaching moment for his team. And every week it's been a teaching moment to the point where they played very well last week and won very big last week, meaning X Factor. So so you use these moments as teachable moments. Unfortunately, when things don't always go the way you want them to go, you take the good and the bad, and you try to learn from the bad, and you keep building on the good. So. And the kickoff by Hampton. Hampton kicks it deep, rolls into the end zone. Probably for the best at this point. Start off on the 20. For the Firebirds, a little bobbled snap. Tucks it away. Garrett Martin on the tackle. It'll be second down as the quarterback. And the give to Burke, who manages to trudge ahead for a couple of yards on the play. Hergison is at quarterback on third down. 2-by-2 receiver set. Hergis and the give. And dragged down from behind is Rardon. And on the punt, with his heels right on the end zone, is 21. That's Justin Fisher. And in the backfield is 27, 27, Arian Thomas. And the give to Thomas. The power finds an opening, continues to drive his feet, and he's off in for the Argos touchdown.
You got a nice block there. It was Kevin Pruitt, number 54. Kick is up. And good. And I'm sure for the Firebirds, now this late in the game, more or less you just want to get on the scoreboard. Another deep kick.
Dorward on the return, kicks it out of bounds.
Looks like they're missing a lineman, the Firebirds are. And that's 52, Logan Wakeland.
Empty set, 5 receivers out wide. Hergis to pass, over the top on the bubble, and is met right away by a couple of Argos defenders, is number 5, Rardon, Dylan Rardon. Second down, Hergis, and on the quick hitch, once again met by a couple of defenders. Hergis back to pass. On the comeback, finds 88, Martin. Burgess. 5 receivers out wide. Scrambling, sets his feet over the top, finds a receiver. It's caught. Caught for another Firebird first down. And Fisher coming up big.
Yeah, and it seemed like, all game they've been kind of running that quick little bubble route. And Hergis looked at that bubble route and then threw that go route. And excellent catch and double coverage.
2-by-2 set. And on the out, finds Dorward, who's driven out of bounds.
One we had early in the first half.
Herges scrambles to his right, sprints out, throws it up in the air, and making the catch. And the officials are giving it to him. Wow. Once again, coming up big, 21, Justin Fisher. Wow. And all of a sudden, Fisher is the go-to for this Firebirds offense.
That was very impressive.
Herges lets another one rip. And it looks like we may have a pass interference call here. There is a flag. Herges back to pass, sprints out to his right to evade the rush. And the ball is overthrown to Fisher in the right corner of that end zone.
And Brady Cochran, number 4, got in there to pressure Herges. Made it a difficult throw.
And the Firebirds will have another opportunity at it. It'll be second down.
Officials timeout.
Back to pass. Throws the corner again. And it's incomplete. Intended receiver on the play was 88, Luke Martin. 3rd and 3. The give to Rarden, who's met at the line of scrimmage, brought down immediately by number 12, Drake Farber. Herges. 4 receivers out. And the quick pass once again finds Fisher, who does enough for what looks like should be the first down, and we've got a flag down. I think there's a couple that definitely stand out, Sammy. Herges, back to pass, finds on the quick bubble there, and walking into the end zone is 84, Dawson Dorward for the Firebird touchdown. And the kick is up and good.
Welcome back to NYFCATV. Wow, Jason, what a game. What guests, what a highlight segment, but we're still not done.
Yeah, super excited. I mean, the community is just coming out in full force. That game didn't disappoint on one side of the ball. The Argos, they showed up and they did everything they said they were going to do. They were able to execute on their game plan. A little too much firepower for the Firebirds, but they didn't give up. They got a late score at the end. But I'm real excited about, our player of the game and who we're going to announce because this isn't his first time.
It's not.
This is twice now. This young man has delivered on a big stage. So I'm gonna put my mic down here.
Here we go.
And
all right.
Vince, if I could share this mic with you.
Yes, go ahead.
All right, and we are gonna go number 13, Kane Manna from the Scottsdale Argos. Just another really great game by this young man.
Welcome back to NYFCATV. So, Jason, just a quick recap, and obviously it was all Argos in this week's Game of the Week. I mean, it was flawless, and there will be some teachable moments there for the Firebirds to get better, and the Argos definitely can't get complacent when these two teams are facing off next time. How do people get involved?
Just like we had today, we had our organizations on. We don't assign athletes to teams. We're just a league that's kind of the platform and hosting. So what we recommend for you to do is obviously you can come to nyfca.com or see us on social media, and we'll be more than happy to put you in touch with our number of great organizations like the Scottsdale Firebirds and the AZ Suns who joined us today, plus many more organizations that are in your area. We recommend to meet the coaches, meet the organization, learn about their philosophy, find out what athletes they have. Some teams are looking for quarterbacks. Some teams are looking for defensive backs. Find what's right for your family, for your athlete to have a successful tackle career. And, you have a great opportunity with the organizations in your area.
Wonderful. Okay, so with that being said, and listen, Saturday mornings, I'm going to plug my show, the Varsity Sports Show, AM 1060, KDUS, Arizona, from 9 to 10 a.m., and we do segments on NYFCA where we feature coaches, and once in a while Jason will stumble on as well.
Yeah, and Vince, it's actually a pretty good show. He's not too bad. It's like he's done it before.
Very much. All right, folks, thanks again for joining us on another great episode of NYFCA TV. I'm Vince. This is Jason. We'll see you next week.